Who's that line? Hey, who's that line? Who's that line? Hey, who's that line? Who's that line? Who's that line? Who's that line? Hey, who's that line? Who's that line? Hey, who's that line? Who's that line? Who's that line? Who's that line? Hey, who's that line? Who's that line? Hey, who's that line? Who's that line? Tell me who's that line?
All right, good evening, everybody. Welcome to Poetry Open Mic Asheville, Asheville's longest running and voted best open mic, where we welcome all people in all forms of artistic self-expression, right here at Sovereign Kava in Asheville. My name is Caleb Beissert. I'm very happy to be your host this evening. Thanks for being here. Come gather around. We got plenty of seats available down front here. Thanks for being with us tonight. Be sure and grab a drink from the bar and support Sovereign Kava, which brings you this great event and many other great events free of admission every week. So support the Kava bar and always tip your bartenders. Yes, indeed. Oh, yes, indeed. Hey, shout out to my awesome sound guy tonight, Eric, behind the soundboard. That's right. Give it up for the crew. Couldn't do it without him. And we got a few spots on the list. If anyone wants to get on the list, get at me. I'm gonna get off the mic here. I'm gonna get it started now with some poetry for you.
Who's that line? Hey, who's that line?
Let's see. First of all, tonight we want to honor Juneteenth here at Sovereign Kava. Absolutely. It's important to celebrate that, and it is important to also acknowledge that racism and even slavery still exist, and the fight is not over until those things no longer exist. Also tonight, I want to acknowledge the passing of a dear friend of ours, Crystal Cawley, who ran the Poetic Verses of Color Night that we do at Shakedown Lounge as part of our sister open mic there. It's a tragic loss. She was a very important member of the community. She was an activist, civil rights activist. She was running for school board, and she was a very powerful poet as well. And she will be greatly missed. rest in power, Crystal Cawley. I want to start tonight with a poem by Audre Lorde. This is Lunar Eclipse. Last night, I watched the moon go out, become a dark, opalescent glow. I could not believe what was happening, even as I saw the change in light. The first time I met you, we sat up all night reading each other's poems. Morning hopes followed us down Cole Street, chattering like a flock of quits. You stretch across our best years like a living wire between heaven and hell at war. Being sisters wasn't always easy, but it was never dull. I cannot believe you are gone out of my life, so you are not. Thanks, Eric. Did I mention Eric on the soundboard tonight? Yeah. Very good. Change. In whose bed did I lie a sweat as the first thrush sounded, telling myself stories of someone I used to be, hurling myself at the unfamiliar shore, taunting the rock's long shadow, till the waves beat my rage back to spindrift, and my wars came home. The girls who live at the edge of the calm pool where the moon rises teach me to leave dreams alone. Audre Lorde. Doo-doo. Eric, it's a little hot in the front monitor here. Bring it down. Thank you. This is a poem by the great Yusuf Kaminaka, Rhythm Method. If you were sealed inside a box, within a box, deep in a forest, with no bird songs, no crickets rubbing legs together, no leaves letting go of molted branches, you would still hear the rhythm of your heart. A red tide of beached fish oscillates in sand, copulating beneath a full moon. And we can call this the first rhythm, because sex is what nudged the tongue awake and taught the hand to hit drums and embrace reed flutes before they were worked from wood and myth, up and down, in and out. The piston drives a dream home. Water drips till it sculpts a cup into a slab of stone. At first, no bigger than a thimble. It holds joy, but grows to measure the rhythm of loneliness that melts sugar in tea. There's a season for snakes to shed rainbows on the grass, for locusts to chant out of the dunghill, oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, is a confirmation the skin sings to the hands. The mantra of spring rain opens the rose and spider lily into shadow, and someone plays the bones till they rise and live again. We know the whole weight depends on small silences we fit ourselves into. High heels at daybreak is the saddest refrain. If you can see blues in the ocean, light and dark, can feel worms ease through a subterranean path beneath each footstep, baby, you got rhythm. I want to do this poem by our poet laureate, our national poet laureate, Ada Limon, who lives in Charlotte, North Carolina. This is Field Bling. Nights when it's warm and no one is watching, I walk to the edge of the road and stare at all the fireflies. I squint and pretend they're hallucinations, bright made-up waves of the brain. I call them field bling. I call them fancy creepies. It's been a long time since I've wanted to die. It makes me feel like taking off my skin suit and seeing how my light flies all on its own, neon and bouncy, like a wannabe star. In the country of resurrection, last night, we killed a possum out of mercy in the middle of the road. It was dying. Its face was bloody. The back legs were shattered. The mistake I made was getting out of the car. You told me not to. But I wanted to be sure. Needed to know for sure that it could not be saved. Someone else had hit it. The sound it was making. The sound folded me back into the airless car. Do it. Do it fast. I lowered my head until the thud was done. You killed it quiet. We drove home under the sickle moon, laundry gone cold and dry on the line. But that was last night. This morning, the sun is coming alive in the kitchen. You've gone to get us gas station coffee. And there is so much life all over the place. Hey, Lamont. Thank you. I have 3 more poems for you. Appreciate you all being here tonight. I also want to encourage everyone to check out our sister open mic poetry open mic Hendo at Shakedown Lounge every Thursday night at 7:30. Also coming up here at Sovereign Kava this weekend, we have Low Wolf and Friends on Friday night at 9 p.m. with Cara Mia. It's going to be a wonderful evening. Come check out the music. And Saturday night at 8 p.m., We have a hip-hop open mic, which is open to any hip-hop artist, and it's hosted by Ease Dog, great local hip-hop artist. Come check that out. It's going to be a great evening. And Sunday night at 7 p.m., we have local legend Aaron Woody Wood in the house. Check it out, y'all. You can find all of our events on our social media at Sovereign Kava and on our website at ashevillekava.com. Be sure and like and share and follow. And also, thank you to everyone tuning in online tonight as well. We're happy to be with you. Check us out on the Sovereign Kava YouTube channel. And also, shout out to IamAVL Independent Arts and Music in Asheville, carrying the stream tonight as well. Shout out to Guy and Josh and the whole crew over there. Appreciate the hell out of y'all. This next poem is by the great beat poet Bob Kaufman. This is Walking Parker Home. Sweet beats of jazz impaled on slivers of wind, Kansas black morning first horn eyes, historical sound pictures on new bird wings, people shouts, boy alto dreams, tomorrow's gold-belled pipe of stops and future blues times, lurking Hawkins, shadows of Lester, realizations, bronze fingers, brain extensions seeking trapped sounds, ghetto thoughts, bandstand courage, solo flight, nerve-racked suspensions of newer songs and doubts, New York altar city black tears, secret disciples, hammer horn pounding soul marks on unswinging gates, culture gods, mob sounds, visions of spikes, panicked excursions to tribal jazz wombs and transfusions, heroin nights of birth and soaring over boppy new ground, smothered rage covering pyramids of notes, spontaneously exploding cool revelations, shrill hopes, beauty spared into greedy eyes, birdland nights on bop mountains, windy saxophone revolutions, day rooms of junk, and melting walls encircling vultures, money cancer, remembered pain, terror flights, death, and indestructible existence. In that jazz corner of life, wrapped in a mist of sound, his legacy, our jazz-tinted dawn, wailing his triumphs of oddly begotten dreams, inviting the nerveless to feel once more that fierce dying of humans consumed in raging fires of love. This next poem is called If I Die in Police Custody. It's by Tony Medina, and it's from his book Resisting Arrest, which was published by Jakar Press, also here in North Carolina. If I die in police custody, know that I am not Houdini. That hole in my chest did not magically appear. Regardless of my hands cuffed behind my back, that I preferred my blood inside my body instead of pouring through powder-burned flesh, pooling at my feet in the back seat of some patrol car. If I die in police custody, don't let my bone fragments puzzle the public when the police insist I reached for a gun. That if I had magic powers I would not use them to end my little life, but to save it. Thank you. And I'll leave you with this poem by the great, great Sonia Sanchez, who I had the great fortune to see read at AWP conference in Washington, D.C. in 2017, I think. Anyway, I always love Sonia Sanchez. This is for Sweet Honey in the Rock. I'm gonna stay on the battlefield. I'm gonna stay on the battlefield. I'm gonna stay on the battlefield till I die. I'm gonna stay on the battlefield. I'm gonna stay on the battlefield. I'm gonna stay on the battlefield till I die. I had come into the city carrying life in my eyes, amid rumors of death, calling out to everyone who would listen. It is time to move us all into another century. Time for freedom and racial and sexual justice. Time for women and children and men. Time for hands unbound. I had come into this city wearing peaceful breasts, and the spaces between us smiled. I had come into the city carrying life in my eyes. I had come into the city carrying life in my eyes. And they followed us in their cars with their computers, and their tongues crawled with caterpillars. And they bumped us off the road, turned over our cars, and they bombed our buildings, killed our babies, and they shot our doctors maintaining our bodies. And their courts changed into confessionals. But we kept on organizing. We kept on teaching, believing, loving, doing what was holy, moving to a higher ground, even though our hands were full of slaughtered teeth. But we held out our eyes delirious with grace. But we held out our eyes delirious with grace. I'm gonna treat everybody right. I'm gonna treat everybody right. I'm gonna treat everybody right till I die. I'm gonna treat everybody right. I'm gonna treat everybody right. I'm gonna treat everybody right till I die. Come, I say come. You sitting still in domestic bacteria. Come, I say come. You standing still in double-breasted mornings. Come, I say come and return to the fight. This fight for the earth. This fight for our children. This fight for our life. We need your hurricane voices. We need your sacred hands. I say, come, sister, brother, to the battlefield. Come into the rainforest. Come into the hood. Come into the barrio. Come into the schools. Come into the abortion clinics. Come into the prisons. Come and caress our spines. I say, come. Wrap your feet around justice. I say, come. Wrap your hands around truth. I say, come. Wrap your hands with deeds and prayer. You brown ones, you yellow ones, you black ones, you gay ones, you white ones, you lesbian ones. Come, 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 come to this battlefield called life, called life, called life. I'm gonna stay on the battlefield. I'm gonna stay on the battlefield. I'm gonna stay on the battlefield till I die. I'm gonna stay on the battlefield. I'm gonna stay on the battlefield. I'm gonna stay on the battlefield till I die. Thank you very much. All right, y'all. Y'all ready for some open mic? Let's try that again. Y'all ready for some open mic? There we go. That's what's up. Y'all are awesome. Thank you so much for being here tonight. Just a couple quick notes. Be sure to stay within your time limit. We're starting on the 5-minute spots here. Be sure to watch the show so you don't miss your spot. We're going to keep it moving. And be sure to support our fellow performers here tonight by respecting the mic when we got people up here bearing their souls and all that shit. And give them the respect and attention they deserve. Keep it down in the back. And absolutely. And you got the right idea. When we got people getting on and on and off this stage, make a whole bunch of noise and support the fuck out of these performers. We can try it out with our first performer tonight. Janine, is that it? Jeannie McKenzie. Let's try this out. Make a whole bunch of noise. Jump up and down, shout, scream, whatever you gotta do for Jeannie McKenzie. Give it up, y'all! That one, yeah.
Okay. So, thank you for those beautiful poems and your powerful sharing of them. This is a poem I wrote this week about air. Air, move. Air, move me. Breathing in, I receive. Breathing out, I release. All of a sudden my phone. Receive the power of the wind. My breath, a piece of that cumulative power. The power of sound released on my breath. Air. In wind that billows and blows, bellicose, blustery, big-mouthed, blowing hot air. A hot air balloon rises above, propelled by fire and air. The power of the updraft uplifts, and we rise like bread with its pockets of air expanding. Breathing in, I expand the stories of sun and leaves. Earth and bark fill the pockets of my lungs. Tree spirits respirating in reciprocity through my lungs. The spirit of generosity carrying oxygen to me, and my gratitude replies in carbon dioxide. This mundane conversation goes on unnoticed most days. Yet without it, we wouldn't be them nor me. I take it for granted. And it is granted. The wish for life granted through breath. Breath. Bubbling and frothing through the waves of the ocean, through the waters of my body, my blood red with the effervescence of life. Bravely powered through my lungs, lungs whose inner workings look like tree roots and trunks and branches. This cosmic mirror, spirit, breathing us. Can I read one other short one? Well, in the spirit of air, here's wind. Billow the trees till their dresses come loose. Play this orchestra from whispers to roars. Sing my insides, howl through my voice. I want nothing more than to be part of your symphony. Is that 5 minutes? I got a minute left. I'm going to say another very short poem because why not? This is Zinnia's I talk to plants. I teach Qigong and plant sensing every Sunday, and we talk to plants, and this is what the Zinnias said to me. Oh yes, pluck us. Exuberance is our expression of magic. We are our own fireworks, gazing our colors to the heavens. Yes, you can be like us. Be like life. We grow and glow in our phases of unfolding, our phases of fading as graceful as our phase of blossoming is exuberant.
There we go. Hey, keep it going one more time for Jeannie McKenzie up here. Thank you so much, Jeannie. Sorry, y'all, I got the stage all wet earlier. Okay, there we go. Hey, keep checking us out here, Poetry Open Mic Asheville, every Wednesday night at Sovereign Kava. Happy to be with y'all tonight. Up next on the mic tonight, we got Christopher in the house. Let's put our hands together for Christopher!
How close do I need to be? Okay. A little closer. All right. Oh, okay. Let's see. Should I lower it or? Sounds good? Okay. Thanks. Oh, sorry, I couldn't really hear it that well, so. Yeah, good to be here. My aunt passed away a couple months ago, and she was diagnosed with cancer back in August, and this song came through to support her journey and our family coming together. So, for Auntie Julie.
Our hearts, let us be free, inspired us and there when in need. So warm, warm and inviting. us when we were frightened. Now it's time for us to remind you. When to Julie, you are so strong. You held us off for so long. When to Julie, you are so strong. You held us off for so long. It's time to let go and let us hold you now. Time to let go and let us hold you. It can be hard as the light draws nearer, the path becomes clearer, saying goodbye to dear earth. We love you, we love you, we love you, we love you. Don't be afraid and don't get down. We're here and now, here to stay. All of you gets to be embraced. Anything you need, we're here to face. Your legacy is never ending. Get to see it through the blessing of each child. Their eyes carry your light. Your love can never die. Oh, your love can never die. Call us forward, let us hold you. Be exactly as you need to be. Trust in our love as you lean into what is here and now. 'Cause there's nowhere else, nowhere else, nowhere else, nowhere else, nowhere else we would rather be. 'Cause you're an angel now, and we ask that you continue to guide us as we see you when we walk the shores of the ocean, as we see the butterflies fly by, and as we connect as a family. We will never forget your light. We love you. Oh, the gifts, oh, the gifts, oh, the gifts, oh, the gifts, oh, the gifts that you've given us. Everything is a blessing. Oh, the gifts, 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 oh, the gifts that you've given us. Everything is a blessing, so gently loving. When to Julie, you are so strong. You're an angel now. Thank you for the love and all that you've done. And to Julie, we love you as a family. Thank you for, thank you for, thank you for all of your love.
Keep it going for Christopher, y'all. Thank you, Christopher. Thank you all for being here tonight. We got a lot more open mic ahead of us, so stick around, grab some drinks from the bar, and tip your barkeeps. Up next, we have Elizabeth. Elizabeth in the house. Excellent, right here. Make some noise for Elizabeth.
Hello. So this is the year I decided I was coming out of the poetry closet. I've been hiding my whole life. And this poem is about this, basically. I wrote it before I came out of the closet. Here we go. Words. 1. Words are air to me. When I can't write, I can't breathe. In the middle of the night, I bolt out of bed. Clocks in my throat, making me choke. My life presses upon me, passes away from me. Every day I'm not writing. Most days I'm not writing. 2. Books are my salvation. I can trace the history of my life like tree rings in all the books I've ever read. Plunging down the pitch black night, my books were parachutes opening at the precise moment, teaching me to fall without breaking. I underline, star, circle, notate, drink my books as if they were water, as if I'm dying of thirst. 3. I need to write to know who I am. I don't know what I'm thinking or feeling until I see it bleed through my hand, through my pen, onto the page, reading my words like runes, like a shaman reading the stars. 4. And yet, I keep hiding. Where is my voice? I need to summon myself back. Need to call forth the words that got buried and stuck, pressed tight inside my bones, ground down by gravity. I try so hard to be what I should, but what I should be is not who I am, and the longer I pretend and the weaker I get, and the further and further from truth. 5. Sometimes I'm too scared to speak at all. Sometimes I'm afraid I don't deserve what I want, afraid I have nothing to say, afraid the people who always told me I can't do it were being unusually prophetic. 6. I need to write what I am trying to learn. I want to write love letters to everyone, to roar with our praises, to help us remember who we really are. I want to say we are all innocent and the shame is a lie. I want to say we are already home and already free. I want to say we all contain immeasurable magic. 7. I'm trying to learn to trust myself. Where is my faith? I keep losing it, but the instant I find it again, I swear I will seed the ground with it, will plant a courage farm, will grow intuition like spinach till we all rise up together. 8. I want to tell stories like flint and vitamins. I want to extend long ladders into underground prisons. I want to invent an invincible lamp. I want to print maps and give fishing lessons. I want to become a rocket and launch myself beyond myself. 9, beyond the fear that tells us no. 10, I want to tell you yes.
You be going for Elizabeth. That's right. Out of the poetry closet. Very good. Hey, good stuff. Yes, I hope you'll stay out of the poetry closet and keep joining us here at Open Mic every Wednesday. We're all about the poetry here. Y'all, coming up next on the mic tonight, we got Miller Hill in the house. Miller? All right, make some noise, y'all. Give it up.
Kind of tall. Let me make sure I can. Okay. Everybody hear me? We're good? All right, cool. Should I go up a little higher? Oh, cool. Perfect. Thanks. That's perfect, yeah. All right, so I go by Miller Hill. I tend to write about love. The reason I do that is because I try to show people that masculinity and vulnerability can coexist in the same vessel. The warrior and the monk can live within duality, right? So this piece is called Time. The hardest thing I ever did was the thing that I didn't do. I remember the night you said you loved me and I didn't say those words back to you. It's not that I didn't have the courage to follow through. It's that if you only knew how much I cared about you, you'd understand how much courage it took to not tell you something that wasn't true. You see, lies are like lullabies. They only temporarily comfort you. And it felt selfish to sell you a dream knowing you'd have to awake to an ugly truth. The first time I asked you out, I knew you were different. And I know everyone thinks the person that they like is different, but I have some evidence to back up my claim. Just give me a minute, I'm gonna present it. I invited you to a movie. And anyone who knows me knows that I hate movies. Actually, that's a lie. I made a mistake. It's not that I hate movies. I hate the idea of going to a movie on a first date. It's unoriginal and cliche. It's a concept that I despise. It's like wearing a sign that says, I didn't even try. But this time was different. You see, this was when COVID first premiered its existence, and we were all told to social distance, and everything was closed, and there wasn't a theater around that would allow anyone admission. What you didn't know is, I had a friend who worked at a school, and I asked if he could borrow a projector. In our defense, the professor was no longer using it for his lectures, and they were going to throw it out at the end of the semester. I remember going to Home Depot and buying a 50-foot-long connector and being mindful to pack you an extra sweater because even though it was summer, I live in New York and we could never predict the weather. Wait, I'm getting off topic. Let me get back to the specifics. Remember, I started this by making a claim that I would explain how she was different. You see, that date was a night that we'd never get to create. Because instead of meeting in a public place, in a public space, you know, where most normal people would feel safe, she was like, you wanna come hang out on my porch? I make really good drinks. I remember thinking, it's kinda weird. I mean, shouldn't she be scared? I mean, after all, I am a stranger. And then I started thinking, wait a minute, what if she's crazy and I'm the one that's in danger? I told myself, Chris, this is a night that you plan to live through. Under no circumstance do you eat or drink anything that this woman gives you. But truth be told, it ended up being a really dope night. We sat on her porch, we ordered tacos, and just basked in each other's light. And for a while, that was kind of how things went. I remember leaving work every day on my lunch break and having Uber Eats sent to her place so that way she and I could have lunch dates. And then there were days and nights and days and nights and days and nights. We went on a picnic and you trusted me to ride you on the back of a motorbike. Then there were days and nights and days and nights and days and nights. It was 4th of July. I rented a rooftop so that way you and I could watch the fireworks light up the sky. You were surprised. And I remember me being surprised by the puddles that started to develop in the lower portion of your eyes. You were silent, which was odd because you were never, ever, ever quiet. You were always this combination of sarcasm and playful defiance. In fact, I used to joke that you had the spirit animal of a Bronx bodega cat. But there you were. We were surrounded by flashes of light and loud bursts. And then there were days and nights and days and nights, and well, you guys get the gist, and there's a time limit. But if there's one thing that I learned from time is that you should never, ever, ever be timid with your feelings. You see, time could be your best friend or your worst opponent. And I realize now that it's not that I didn't love you. I didn't have the time to develop those feelings in that particular moment. I need you to know that you were perfect, that you were worth it. And I apologize if me being broken made you feel like you were worthless. You were never, ever, ever second string. You were more than just a summer fling. You were worthy of last names and engagement rings and a love forever lasting. If I could just say this one last thing. Don't ever change. That's called time. Thank you, guys.
Miller Hill, y'all, keep it going. That's right. Very nice. I love poetry. So thank you for sharing that. That was very nice. And again, keep coming back and sharing poetry here with us every Wednesday. Poetry Open Mic Asheville. We got more to come tonight, y'all, so stick around. And be sure and grab some drinks and support Sovereign Kava, which brings you this event and many other great events every Wednesday night, including Low Wolf and Friends this Friday night with Kara Mia. It's going to be a good time. Saturday night, we got our hip-hop open mic with Ease Dog. And Sunday night is Aaron Woody Wood at 7 p.m. Check it out, y'all. Coming up next on the mic tonight, we got Jody Carroll in the house. Please make some noise for Jody Carroll!
Good evening, Sovereign. Kava. Here we are at the poetry night. Open mic. What is an open mic? You tell me. You know, I know we're all traveling. I hope you're traveling. If you're not traveling, then you're doing something wrong. You can figure that out for yourself, what that means. Traveling. Traveling. I'm traveling. I'm going somewhere, right? You're all going somewhere. We're all figuring out this thing. But in the end, you know, we're all rambling around. It doesn't matter what you are. That's what I figured out. We're all traveling, we're all rambling. And from the immortal poet, Woody Guthrie, my sweetheart and my parents, I left my old hometown. I'm out to do the best I can. I go rambling round, boys. I go rambling round. The peach trees, they are loaded. The limbs are bending down. I pick them all day for $1, boy. As I go rambling round, as I go rambling round. Sometimes the fruit gets rotten. Off down to the ground. And there's a hungry mouth for every peach. As I go rambling around, boys, as I go rambling around. I wish I could marry. I wish I could settle down. But I can't save a goddamn penny, boys, as I go rambling round. As I go rambling round. My mother prayed that I would be a man of some renown. But I am just a refugee boy, just a refugee boy, as I go rambling around. Go round and round. As I go rambling around, boys, as I go rambling around, yeah, we're all just rambling. Back home. I go round and round, boys, find myself back home. They say, where you going so far, boy? Lord, leave your happy home. Myself back home. Thank you, folks. 5 minutes worth.
Hey, y'all keep it going one more time for Jody Carroll in the house tonight. Thank you, Jody Carroll. Very good. All right, we're rocking, y'all. We are cooking. Tonight is Poetry Open Mic Asheville. Stick around. We got a bunch more talent coming up. And that would be, up next we have Nicholas Cope. Is it Cope? Did I say that right? Awesome. Please welcome Nicholas Cope. Give it up, y'all.
You're the only person you did this for. Thank you. I appreciate it. It's an honor. Hi, y'all. I'm Nicholas. This poem is called Suck. Why must I think in narratives and contradictions and dichotomies? If only I could get a lobotomy. I wouldn't have to think. I wouldn't have to sink or stink or suck or shit. Alas, I am. Only to step into the suck. Is it that I suck? Or the shit everyone told me? Why does my aching brain suck? This soup of noodles, this congealment of suck. Is it earned or is it learned? Why can't I let the tears flow even when I'm by myself? Which teacher told me to suck it up, to stop being a wuss, to shut up and work harder, to eat the shit everyone else is? Even though I don't like the taste very much, I bite down, gritting my teeth, because the narratives say this is the way it is. But is it? Why do I have to eat it? What if I made a smoothie today and drank it in? A love smoothie, free of excrement, to find awe again, to feel awe-full, to ponder to the nearest branch, feeling the bendy center, the rough edge, its temporary existence, to pull it back, to see what happens next, to unlearn, to undomesticate, for the sake of living, to see what happens next. Drink my smoothie, receive the gifts given, rather than the mistakes of my brethren, the shit sandwich that was served on society's silver platter. Oh, how heavy the platter! I was squished underneath the pressure, my 14, 18, 22-year-old self. Ha! My current self still crumbles here and there, only to remember who set the rules. So I choose nowadays to redefine suck, to suck it in, to find the elixir and slurp it up, to gather the ingredients, first innocence, then a dash of naivety, and a dollop of patience. Each intentional addition adds flavor. Don't forget to savor. And from time to time, I will encounter that sandwich again, and it's up to me to determine what I ingest and what I let into me, what I let affect me, my sweet empathic soul, my sweet sponge of consciousness, oh so absorbent, unless I use my tools. And oh Lord, how grateful I am to have remembered to bring my straw to life today. That's all I would say. Thanks, y'all.
Freaking awesome, y'all. Keep it going for Nicholas. One more time for Nicholas. Thank you, Nicholas. Please, keep coming back, sharing that poetry. Poetry Open Mic Asheville here every Wednesday night. Asheville's longest running and voted best open mic. Thanks to your support. So thank you. Thank you for your support. All right. We're gonna keep rocking the list here. All right. Next we got George Trouble. Now, you ready, George? All right. Y'all, please put your hands together and welcome George Trouble! Hold on. George isn't quite ready yet, so we're in the spirit of keeping things moving tonight. We're gonna keep it moving. We'll come back to George in just a minute. Up next, Cameron in the house. We have Cameron. Very nice, y'all. Let's make some noise for Cameron.
That won't work. Oh, okay. Hello. My name's Cameron. I actually just moved here like 2 weeks ago with my partner. So very excited to be here. Finding out today that all friends can die, and even if you're so young, old friends can die. And late in the spring, those new birds can't fly, and they get kicked out of the nest and stomped on the curb, and it feels like it would be so dumb to cry. The funeral doesn't cost a dime, and such a miraculous thing, this borrowed time. Negligence, silent crime. New ways to be an animal, they taught me, no reason to be shy. I'm telling you, all types of people die, and lordy, oh lordy, the devil ain't shy. He'll take his pick over and over, no end in sight, oh my. Tiny little bodies thrown at the streetlight so hard I can hear it from here. Seeking legal aid because if there's anything I've learned is that if you have a goal to fly into the sun, you have to sustain severe head damage many times, and if you keep slamming your head into the hard plastic of the bulb protector, you might just break through and you get to touch the bulb. So the moral of the story is to keep chipping away at your goals, and don't worry, because if the little bodies had the perspective to know that the real deal comes out in just a few hours, you could fly up towards that thing forever. But if you stay up all night banging your head on the door of false hope, you might not have the energy nor capabilities to notice it's even there. Free legal aid, she said, because my heart can't take it. I'm having friends over to my place next Wednesday to drink beer and throw darts at a photo of the wall. Isn't it nice and isn't it lovely to be mad at nothing at all? I had friends over to my place last Wednesday to smoke weed and shoot guns at my mother's old medicine ball. Isn't it nice and isn't it fucked up to be mad at anything at all? My family's in Florida or belongings to get rid of. God smiled down on my grandfather's nursing home team, producing spastics and a plastic family tree. I got one more. All right. This one's a little longer. Sorry. My insides are dealing with the southbound gravitational pull, pregnancy cravings for hot, salty air, and the crisped up corpses of brown knolls on the sidewalk. Fossils, real treasured, publicly owned. I felt cravings soften when I learned wind chimes exist both here and there. And I learned on Wednesdays that you can go 1,000 miles or so down south every week, and you can pay those fossils a visit. We had a few treasures once our own, but since moved on to new owners. Stored in the garden beds under pinwheel, jasmine, and thick fern, we put our best friends. About an hour and a half to pay respects to these old bones, to the cicada husks on the lychee tree, and cabbage palms against hurricane shutters. An hour and a half to study the prisms coming through the glass door, feel the grief of the cry in the garage door, and listen to the sound of her afternoon nap snore. Hour and a half, and I'm up back through the ceilings, up through popcorn ceilings and back in Baltimore. 100-degree heat and the black tar of driveway on bare feet left behind, and I used to feel it wasn't mine anymore. Jake and I parked across the street, and we wept, and I felt that no way it could be mine without her Toyota in the driveway and a key to the door. I was a stranger to the neighbor across the street, and a thief when I took our Buddha statue left behind in the front yard. Placebo is a medicine, and I might have run out of refills, but her voice is still in my system. Sold on Zillow, but forever in my system. Favorite lady, bestest pal, too good to be burnt up, thrown in a box, and reduced to archived file. I used to think I'd be chained to a downward spiral, but I know now that what is lost is not lost, and I have a million reasons to smile. That's all.
Hey, y'all, let's give it up one more time for Cameron up here. Thank you, Cameron. Hell yeah. I'm loving it, y'all. We've had some awesome poetry in the house tonight so far. Thank you, thank you. And some awesome music as well. Thank you to all the performers tonight. We still got more talent coming up for you. I believe we do have George Trouble now. So watch out! And put your hands together and make some noise for George Trouble!
Alex, plug it in. Yeah, but remember last time it went down. We were playing. I just want to make sure it's tight. Oh well. Yeah. Last time my mic went flaccid. Here's a song about a Blue Ridge Mountain folk hero. Daniel Boone was a backwoods man. He was a frontier man. He was a real estate man. Blazed a trail through the wilderness with Europe's malcontents to build a bigness. And he only spoke with a forked tongue to protect his skins and stay forever young. With every change of plans, he took Rebecca's hand and studied the lay of the land. Daniel Boone led the great white trash, seeking dirt and cash, a chance to wield the lash. He got sick of fools who was freedom bound, hit the hunting ground, yeah, he got lost to get found. Living off the grid, he knew more than bliss. He could hunt and fish, the native goddess kiss. And he followed her footsteps in the sand and studied the lay of the land. Daniel Boone went to Hollywood. They shot him chopping wood. His acting was no good. The speculators used his fame and sucked him in their game. Yeah, they besmirched his name. So he headed out to the wilderness where the greedy land barons hadn't defiled yet. But every time he found a virgin plot of sand, he went and studied the lay of the land. They ruined the lay of the land. Study the lay of the land. Ruin the lay of the land. Daniel Boone roams the open west. In his bewilderment, there are no words to express. He lost his love to the great conquest, lost his dream of bliss, and curses happiness. So he rides the deserts, mountains, plains, haunting tourists on their yearly vacations. Until they steal the wilderness that's left, he'll sit and study the lay of the land. Dream of the lay of the land. Study the lay of the land. Dream of the lay of the land. I go. When you worry about all the joy and doubt of calling somebody girlfriend, when they put you out in your shame, will you shout while reaping the whirlwind? There will be shrill voices that will flatter. Will you ask yourself if love still matters? On the internet there are infinite potential companions. Will you make their bet on a safety net from where they once came from? They are filled with emojis and chatter. Will the user ask if love still matters? On a normal day, dreamers disarray. Who knows where they've not been? The lucky stray watching creatures at play while reaping the whirlwind. Are they fulfilled when all the states are scattered? Can you ask them then if love still matters? When they steal the grain from the folks in Ukraine with so much more to defend, they feel the strain of the evil campaign while reaping the whirlwind with no free will. When all spirits shattered, can they ask their boss if love still matters? There was Waterloo and the Hindenburg and Tulsa and Nanking. Will you dare to try or repeat the lie and tell it over and over again? Will you be still with no voice in the matter? Will you ask yourself if love still matters? Define insane as doing the same thing over and over again. You find yourself in pain from all this reaping the whirlwind. With all these skills but no choice in the matter. And I ask you now, if love still matters, won't you tell me now if love still matters? Won't you tell me how if love still matters? Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, George. Everybody give it up one more time for George Trouble. And be sure and check out the Zealots on all major streaming platforms. We'll see you soon, George. Thank you so much. All right, y'all. We're going to keep it going tonight. Beautiful night here in Asheville. Beautiful Juneteenth evening. And so many awesome performers so far, and we've got more coming up still, so stick around and be sure and get some drinks from the bar. And tip the barkeeps, they're working hard for you tonight, that's right. Oh yeah, you're gonna applaud them. Absolutely. Up next on the mic, we have Nicholas Bullis in the house. Y'all, please welcome Nicholas!
Hey everyone, I'm Nicholas, and I'm going to be playing a few original songs for you guys. This first one is called When You See. It's been a long time since I woke from the dream when I was only playing me. Turned my world right upside down and my ego could not be found. Broke loose from the confines of my mind, dove deep in the spirit and aligned. Now nothing will be the same, 'cause I know that I'm more than my name. And it's much clearer when you see universal identities. Hear the voice speaking clearly, telling you you're meant to be. Maybe more silence is what we need, going slower than our normal speed. I do think we're too caught up in thoughts that take a hold of us, but they're not you, you have control. Awareness is the nature of the soul. So with the thoughts I'll tell you lies, know you're the ruler of your mind. And it's much clearer when you see universal identities. Hear the voice speaking clearly, telling you you're meant to be. Well, I was, but I'm not anymore. But I am, I more. I'm not anymore. I am nevermore. Yeah, it's been a long time since I woke from the dream, since I woke from the dream, since I woke from the dream, yeah. It's been a long time playing me, since I playing me, since I playing me, yeah. Turn my world right upside down, right upside down, right upside down, yeah. And my ego could not be found, could not be. And I said it's much clearer when you see universal identities. Hear the voice speaking clearly, telling you you're meant to be. Thank you. Spending our days figuring out what is life and what it's about, and we keep moving on, finding our way to the light. But here we are, still dark as night, and we keep moving on. This world has got a hold on me. The less I think, the more I see. We're moving on into the beyond. We're living the days until we're done. And I don't know how. We're moving on into the beyond. We're living the days until we're done. And I don't know how. Looking out for better days, moving through so many ways on an endless road, creating our work for all to see, expressing who we're meant to be as we dream out loud. This world has got a hold on me. The less I think, the more I see. We're moving on to the beyond. We're living the days until we're done. And I don't know how. Don't wanna wait and stand by as time waves goodbye. The world keeps changing before my eyes, and I'm just here along for the ride. Just like the clouds up in the sky, and the moments that pass us by, well, they're never the same. Someday when my time has come, I'll look back at all that I
Hey, thanks again to Nicholas. Let's give it out one more time for Nicholas up here every week, killing it. Thank you so much, Nicholas. Hey, I also want to let you know, tonight, we have an incredible, highly accomplished photography artist in the house tonight, John Gelman, who has shot photos of some of the greatest musical acts of our time, of all time, including the Rolling Stones, the Allman Brothers, the Outlaws, the Grateful Dead, Frank Zappa. I got me a cool Zappa shirt. But anyway, John has a new line of t-shirts out featuring his photographs of some of the greatest artists of all time. And he's here tonight set up in the back there with some t-shirts for sale. So I encourage everyone to stop by the table and check out the t-shirts that John has tonight, which you can get right here tonight. So check it out. Incredible photographer, John Gelman. Thank you, John. And of course, stick around because we got a whole bunch more talent coming at you tonight on the open mic. Up next, we have Johnny D back in the house. Make some noise for Johnny D.
Wow, guys, I'm pretty nervous. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like really nervous. I think I need a minute. Yeah, I think I need a minute. I need a minute. I need a minute to hone in on my discipline. So just listen a moment. I'll get my sentence in. I had a vision but didn't make a decision. I was sitting on the fence and fixing my defenses, slipping, forgetting the coefficient of friction. All about my business, minimal assistance, giving a hidden incentive for no sentiment, tripping if you think a collision isn't imminent. It's all so intricate, lost souls and ignorance, with no limits at all, so it's injurious. It's a given that they're hollow with dissonance and swallow the sentiment and wallow in piss and shit. Division with the mental twist, hidden within missile tips. Wisdom hits. I like to see you try to belittle this. Sold on the things we were told when we were little kids. See how the scene unfolds with no resemblance. My path is enacted through the lens of the past tense. And no amount of classes could have given me glasses. And no amount of practice could lead me to reenact this. And no amount of passion could bring me back from my last fifth. With assistance from the man, I single-handedly bandaged the weakness with my hands and strengthened all of my branches and lengthened in my stance, a beacon to bring enhancement and reaching for the Sanskrit, teaching me that I am. And much more than the sheep in the meat sandwich, led to be a candidate to stand with the bandits who think they understand an inanimate dream planet and seeking to have a hand in this planning and rebranding. Watch as they advance in the same dance they band against. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, guys, I'm a alternative hip-hop artist and producer. Looking to collaborate, looking to network. Yeah, I actually have a song coming out July 4th. I'm thinking after this next song, I'll probably just like put it on the dongle and play it for y'all and see what you think. But yeah, I got another song. It's unreleased that I'm gonna perform the lyrics to. Hopefully I can remember it. I have some notes written down on my hand. Okay.
I freaking love this one, guys. All right. We're all lucid dreamers, seek discernment. The tables turn, and all these stupid things you've been concerned with. Crash and burning. Facial fix, stern, and grow complacent with your earning. It's amazing when the fable favors learning over earnings. I'm a hermit, studying the universe to learn it. Everything I learn, it piles up so I can burn it. Find it takes courage, find I'm terrified and earnest. I dare defy the words, I am worthless. With death-defying wisdom, I am petrified with isms. Left to my defenses, I'm in ignorance and schisms. To my left is my resistance, on the right is my religion. The lesson is I'm separate from the quest of my division. Unless I have to fix it, it's a crescent when I bend it. Depression's in remission, and my best is in my vision. I was bested and dismissive, interesting how the test is when I decide to listen. My coronary artery is a vital part of me. As far as I can see, my mind is charred and I can hardly think. My life is starring me, so I can't swallow pride. It's hard to breathe. Although my mind is harming me, I know I'm planting seeds, gardening. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, is there a dongle somewhere I can play this song? Dongle. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I forgot to say, my name is Johnny D. It's spelled with three words. You just got to sound it out. It's like Ja, Ni, D with 2 E's. Yeah. My music's on all platforms, so check it out.
Check it out, Johnny D, y'all. Thanks so much, Johnny D. And I will say, definitely for the hip-hop artists in the house, be sure and check out our first ever all hip-hop open mic happening this Saturday right here at Sovereign Kava. Sign up at 8 p.m. Come check it out, y'all. It's going to be a good time. Hey, up next, we got an old regular back in the house who hadn't been able to be out here in a minute, and we're so happy to welcome him back to the stage tonight. Please make a whole bunch of noise for Gordon Levine! We're going to just take a minute to get Jordan set up here. He's got some awesome original electronic music for y'all. But I do want to take this moment to encourage everyone to check out all the other great shows we have here at the bar, including Low Wolf and Friends here this Friday night at 9 p.m. Also with Cara Mia and David Singleton and myself and a bunch of other friends. So please check out Low Wolf and Friends here this Friday night. It's going to be a really good time. Full moon, solstice show. Saturday night, as I just said, hip-hop open mic, of course. And Sunday night, we got Aaron Woody Wood at 7 p.m. Local legend. Check him out. And, of course, open mic every Wednesday night. Here's Gordon, y'all.
My name's Gordon Levine, and I'm going to play some new house music I've been working on.
Y'all, one more time, Gordon Levine up here. Thank you so much, Gordon. That's original house music for you. Thank you so much, Gordon. I'm looking forward to the album. I'll be bumping that shit. Oh, yeah. And y'all, we're very happy to welcome Rowan Farb back to the mic here. Long-time open mic regular, a fine poet.
Please welcome Rolling 5! Wait, where is one? I swear I just saw one.
Hey, I'm gonna read a few poems out of a book and a few poems off my phone. Thank you. Sorry I was a little bit late. The lake to the east was green. They say a lady came out of the hills, rubbing her eyes, a silver mast in the near waves, powdery branches on the shore. They say a lady came out of the water, rubbing her eyes. Do not be deceived by her rounded eyelids, heavy with sleep. The clicking of aspen leaves underwater, her salt mill grinds away, amassing treasures, conjuring webs and delicate foliage. Patterns of frost on the windows. Do not be deceived. The earring in her left ear is the brightest. She is gathering treasure. Over the hills to the east comes a pink dawn. Shells are strewn in layers on the shore. She comes out rubbing her eyes. A golden earring pierces the fog bank, pale deer foraging through snowdrifts, mauve and green. She is coming over the snow with her salt mill, over the surface tension of water, a thin bird, mosses, delicate and waving. Do not be deceived by her carriage. 7-league boats are frail next to her footsteps. Title is A Song for the Lady. Thank you. Should have kind of did a little bit more homework on what I was going to read tonight, but that's okay. I got a timer up on here somewhere. Okay, here we go. Yes. Man. My mother came up for Mother's Day, and it snowed. Hailed rain and bloomed again. It gave her 4 seasons in a week. A month later, she was dead. Her legacy of anger, unrelenting, unforgiving, that I exert again and again against myself, the world, a partner, is no accident. I gathered this anger on my own, and she was the perfect vehicle of instruction. Ancient woman of the earth who comes up howling, red, her hands running with lava. Catalyst for my own voice, privately infuriated with pots and pans, with handbags, any single object not exactly in its place. That woman appears before me, stark, beating the earth with her fists. I can't disown her. Every shred of her dress is mine. She comes because I call her into the light. Her white-hot anger, gathered through lifetimes, will set us both on fire or set us free. Title's Mayday. Thanks. I truly do feel a little underprepared. All morning, with dry instruments, the field repeats the sound of rain from memory, and in the wall, the dead increase their invisible honey. It is August. The flocks are beginning to form. I will take with me the emptiness of my hands. What you do not have, you find everywhere. It's Provision. It's by W.S. Merwin. Thank you. I think I'm just going to read one more out of this book, and then maybe a few shorter ones off my phone. I'm going to start off with one that is the most recent piece that my friend Wyatt wrote, who used to come here a lot, Wyatt Manlove. A great person, man, and a good writer, and one of the only people I really send my writing back and forth with, and he's always very supportful and very honest, and his last piece, I think, is one of his best, and certainly one of my favorites he's written, and it's incredible. I hope I do it justice. I'm going to try and read it. I'm not sure what the title is. He didn't title it. There's a bouquet of flowers waiting to be picked, growing yonder in the field. They come up out of the ground every year the same way. And I watch them for a long time before they wilt in the late summer. Watch them stretch out and bloom in the sun. Walking out in the heavy air, I remember flowers have a quiet life. The wheat growing round say nothing save for what the humid breeze pressing into them says. There is no one to give the bouquet to, and I say nothing save for when the humid night presses into me. That's the end. I think it's a little bit better read, but What an excellent poem, right? What a good poem. Excellent. I just found this about an hour ago. It's excellent. I'm going to read maybe 2 or 3 more after this. Like I said, they're all short. This one is by Fady Judah from All Right. Over treasure and land, some texts will say it had little to do with slavery or the newly discovered yellow planet. Few men watched the glaciers recede from shuttles they had built during the hemorrhage years, when they gathered all the genes down from the ledges. I'll be a fig or a sycamore tree, or without hands. By then, doctors and poets would have found a cure for prayer. The title's after. I love it a lot. Thank you. I'm going to read about 2 more. Margaret Atwood, Untitled. Last year I abstained. This year I devour without guilt, which is also an art. Oh yeah, and I'll just finish with this last very brief one. It's very beautiful. It's by Billy Collins, and it's called View from a Bridge. I never thought of myself as a little universe inside a big one until just now. Thanks. Tip these guys. Shout out to Sin. He's a great man, dude. He is a great person, and we're all going to miss him a lot. And I feel really thankful for his compassion and just who he's shown me, who he truly is over the last few years. I feel really grateful to know him, and I'm really going to miss him and seeing him every week on this night. And I know a lot of people here are going to miss him in a really big way. Sometimes you meet people who have a really big impact on everyone around them, and I really think Sin is one of those people. So thank you for everything you've given me and shown me and all the love that you've given me. I appreciate it.
You heard it right there. We can do that. We can make that happen here at Open Mic. I'm an ordained minister, so I think I can legally perform that. So, come back and see it next week right here. The Open Marriage. Yeah. All right, thank you, Rowan. And Rowan, thank you so much for bringing Wyatt back into the room here. Wyatt was a very long time regular here at the Open Mic, and it's nice to hear some of his new work. So thank you for that. Yeah. All right, we're gonna keep it going here. We've got another great poet and a comedian and an all-around amazing person. Freshly back from the Southern Fried Poetry Slam, y'all please welcome Justin Blackburn.
What's everybody doing tonight? The Southern Fried Poetry team representing Asheville, and we finished 24th place out of 32. I'm going to read a couple newer poems. Or not newer poems, but I'm going to put out this book. It's called, two books. One is called Love, It's All There's Left to Do Now. And another one's called There's Nothing Better Than Getting Your Heart Broken. And I'm going to read two from There's Nothing Better Than Getting Your Heart Broken. This first poem is called We Will Always Have Death. We will always have the one night stand that lasted 6 years. The 3 a.m. knock, no matter who we were dating. The chords we never dared cut. The chords we never learned to play. The Brooklyn Bridge of me offering my life to God to get closer to you, yelling, "Jump then, motherfucker!" The blood-curdling screaming match in the Hasidic Jew community, followed by wild bursts of laughter. Why is no one looking at us? The moment you ask, "Can I take your order?" The second I looked up from a menu to ignore love, the black bean wrap that never came because I inquired, "When is your break?" The lipstick stalls you swallowed me in, the evenings where we ate alone, feeding vegan fried chicken to the pride of a broken heart, the haunting of the Bible college down the street, wasted, wondering, whispering, we were murdered for making love, help. The black eye that drunk guy gave me after you talk shit. The apartments we never held each other in. The kids we never poured our souls into. The songs we never sang along with. The twilight suicide calls you never dared make to your mother for fear of being recommitted. The late night liquor fights leading to early mornings covered in each other's cum. Safe and bright, strawberries and plum. The why and how our minds can still perfectly describe every moment together, as if it perpetually happens in front of our eyes. The robin that hit the glass. The robin that never learned to fly. The diseases we swapped. The wannabe balcony years of silence, the spring rolls at that tie spot, the figure eights of regret that skate in the frozen pond of our hearts, the illusion of seeing each other and everyone we met in death. We will always have death, shrouded by the endless lives that come with being one infinite consciousness of eternal brokenness. Thank you. This poem's called There's Nothing Better Than Getting Your Heart Broken. There's nothing better than getting your heart broken to make you realize what an idiotic narcissist you truly are. Yesterday you were a movie star pulling up to your favorite bar like your Kia is a Jaguar, throwing your keys to a stranger, park my car. Now you're crying in the dark. I based my whole identity on being in a relationship. Why is my life so hard? There's nothing better than awakening to your delusion that makes you take a good look in that mirror, wash your face of confusion, and take charge of that little fart staring eyes back. At first you want revenge, but your broken heart reminds you you're nothing to avenge. Like dying in the name of Walmart or protesting for white people to get their rights back. There's nothing better than having your lover take your heart off like a party dress. Throw it on the floor and let it chill in the room as she fucks her new dude on your bed that makes your eyes roll back into your head so you can clearly see you're a dopamine addict on Love Street sucking dick for a sense of self. There's nothing better than crying for help to no answer that makes you feel compassion for people with cancer. Hey, maybe your broken heart isn't that big a deal. What happens if you place it behind the cosmic wheel and drive it deep inside while you are alive until you can no longer conceal your purpose for being real and imaginary and born? There's nothing better than seeing your soulmate on your screen while searching for porn. That makes you say, hey, how long has this been out? What else do I think is certain that I now must doubt? That has you questioning your entire world, that disintegrates every inch of your sense of trust down to the bone, where you're left alone with only your own fucking guts. There's nothing better than a door she shuts that opens the window to your ego's avoidant mansion on the hill so you can stroll through the sewer of soul and smell the shit clinging to the colons of shame of the people, afraid to speak their own name for fear of remembering who they've become in the momentary shadows of the everlasting sun. There's nothing better than knowing it's on you to be their laxative, to be collaborative in helping them change their narrative by the way you genuinely live. That makes them say, I can do it no matter what it is. There's nothing better than realizing you are the asshole that needs to grow, that doesn't need to know what happens to them, that makes you give up your psychotic need for control, that leads you to the inner gym of a deeper desire, that sparks a brighter fire, that burns down your little quieter, precious hell, so you can remember how much fun it is for you to live as your authentic self. Let's see. This is called Infinite Love for a Million Years. I mistook your meows and hello, your unicorn services for fantasy. And I'm back now and again to set up chairs for the initials we carved in that old oak tree. We climbed while we scratched each other's backs with our tongues, solar powering each other's lunacy for rival gods of a birthmark-scented galaxy. The gods crawled back into their leaders' windows. Our tongues became revenue for the public, and our initials are now letters and words we never say. Tonight, I find myself again dreaming of us, screaming, hello! Down an empty hallway, but in reality, I'm just yelling at my roommate, put my fucking salad dressing back in the refrigerator. I'm going to do two more. This is called a self-aware love poem. I think you are so beautiful because I'm afraid of my own. I am in love with you because I was brainwashed to never look within myself. I always need to know where you are because I can't comprehend how anyone could ever love me. I always say what you want to hear because I'm fearful of spontaneously combusting. Hold me and tell me I'm incapable. Fuck me, then kill me in hell. I always want too much. I have impossible expectations for myself. I am having another panic attack. Will you pay for me to go to college? I don't know what I want to do with my life. Can you make me famous? All right, I'm gonna do one more. Those were from this book called There's Nothing Better Than Getting Your Heart Broken. I do have this one book here that's $10. It's called It's Hard to
Only
Get There.
$10.
It's called It's Hard to Get There When You're Already There. Hopefully soon I'll have these books to sell. This is my last poem tonight. Thank you all very much. It's called Love. It's all there's left to do now. We succeeded in order to receive validation from others. Now our own heartbeat is another face in the crowd. We suited ourselves up to look appropriate for greed. Now only a material object can make us feel proud. Love. It's all there's left to do now. We hired revenge in hopes he'd avenge our wounds. Now we are working for his fatal flaw. We appointed shame as our mighty judge. Now we reject every emotion that doesn't follow his law. Love. It's always answering our call. We gag green on technology's fuzzy new gadget. Now we live in a nuclear eruption emptiness basement. We deem stress more important than breath. Now our anxiety acts as our only surveillance. Love, open your arms. It's spacious. We gave the wheel to anger on that hot summer day. Now our air conditioner is a stand-up comedy roast. We caved to the fear standing in our way. Now we are just a thought in a graveyard by a ghost. Love, self-love, it's what matters most. How many lifetimes are we going to try to live without it? We strung ourselves out on everything else. We employed all other options. Aren't you dying to fire doubt? Our costumes are exhausted from hanging us out to dry. Our masks swallowed our face. Satan is tired of sin and weeping in hell. The evil within desires to meditate. Our trauma begs our bodies to heal us. The darkness is requesting our light. Our fear no longer wants to be afraid. Our self-destruction is searching to do what is right. Look at our deteriorating parents. They never go out in the rain. They gave their soul away to a television on a couch made by the comfort of their pain. They are stuck in cushions, clipping grainy obituaries from the daily blues paper to place in a box in the spare room. The American dream became their American doom. Has it already taken you? The seated security of a mediocre life has their subconscious in such a hurry to die to feel some form of change. Our father is cancerous. Our mother is deranged. Is it a mystery why we are all on so many drugs? We are trying to numb their lives. Is it strange why we hate our jobs? Their karmic debt is working us from inside. Is it a riddle why we don't look within? We read their signs, closed for sale, trespassers will be prosecuted. Our trauma is so unconscious and deep-rooted. Is it unknown why we fear God? We were preached at by the promise of their living hell. Is it a secret why we are trapped in their projections? Our fingerprints have been infiltrated by their cells. We watch their favorite reality show, the unexamined life on reruns on repeat, until we leave their dysfunctional home to live in ours. Are we what we want to give our children? Is this the world we want to leave our flowers? Our children, our karma-clearing, planet-healing future, so much more than achievements, salaries, calories, more than family, church, picnic, bragging rights. So much more than we know ourselves as our blessed kids, with nowhere to turn because we do not know who we are. We are repeating our parents' past. We are so depressed when love birthed us. We are so angry when the forgiveness bomb can be applied. We are so anxious when dreams of moonlight water roam. We are so afraid when we are the creators of our lives. We are so beaten down by the external world, yet when we go inside and open up to who we are, the heart that lives energizes us, and we receive the gift love gives. How could we not deserve ourselves? Have we not felt the well-being that beats our hearts? Have we not scaled the sweetness of our dirtiest thoughts? Have we not experienced the energy pulsating our palms? Have we not sung the summer orchestrating our psalms? Have we not dove into the starry silence of a lover's kiss? Have we not sipped the rising sun and swallowed her bliss? Can we not feel unconditional love living within? It is the safety we drop bombs on innocent people for. It is the emotional clarity curing us crazy. It is the tears we resist, desiring us to open every inner door and remember behind each is an aspect of the infinite intelligent love within us now that forgot itself. Imagine it. Visualize what it looks like singing out. Hear it in every cell of your being. This is believing. All it needs is believing. It is simple as feeling what desires to be felt. Our love desires to be felt. Our love grants us permission to quit our roles and return home to our souls. No longer must we play the belittling character of hater, beggar, prisoner, killer, celebrity, boss. We have been everything else. We have worn every shirt from every shelf. We have not been who we are. We have been who we are not. That is why we hate ourselves. It's time to look inside and feel who we are. We know there's only one choice left in town. Love. It's all there's left to be now. Thank you all very much. Next, give it up for Caleb. Give it up for Sovereign Kava. We love this place. Thanks so much for this place. Next Thursday, we got a hilarious comedy show, 8 o'clock right here. We got Miranda Allison on the show. It's going to be a hilarious show. Hope you all come out. Thank you very much.
And keep it going for Justin Blackburn. Thank you so much, Justin. Check out his books. That was fucking awesome, Justin. And definitely check out that comedy show coming up here next Thursday. Y'all, we're going to keep it rolling for you because we still got some awesome talent coming up tonight. Speaking of which, up next on the mic tonight, we're happy to welcome Teso back to the mic. Please make some noise for Teso!
Yo, does anybody know all the lyrics to the song I'm in Love with a Stripper? Yeah? You want to come sing it? Anybody? Oh, wait, Sen's coming. You have a backup singer. Is it cool if I plug this in?
Kava sippers, kratom drinkers, how's it going?
A little more bass.
Damn, little mama. All right, making sure you guys are paying attention. Haha, gotcha. I don't have socks, I have corn.
Check, 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 check. Little less treble. A little more bass. Much less treble.
Cha-ba-ba.
More bass.
More bass.
Yeah, yeah.
You know you think it's hell. You know what I'm saying? Matter Matter of fact, after a club, you know what I'm talking about? Me and my niggas, we're gonna get together. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even worried about them really. Just you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Got them big ass hips. God damn. Got the body of a goddess. Got eyes of love. I can see you, girl.
She dropping low, down from the ceiling
to the floor.
Yeah,
you know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
About to
the right thing. Yeah. Gotta get her over to my crib and
do the night thing. Cause I'm in love with a stripper.
She poppin', she rollin'.
Yeah,
she climbing that pole.
I'm in love with a stripper.
She trippin', she playin'.
I ain't going nowhere, girl, I'm staying.
I'm in love with the
stripper.
She rollin'.
Yeah,
she climbing that pole.
I'm in love with a stripper.
She trippin', she playin'. I ain't going nowhere, girl, I'm staying.
She's every man's dream. She's God gifts. Okay, let's touch that.
It's like, she can pop it, she can lock it. Deep in the ground. Wait, is that on it? It was like,
no, I think that's the second verse.
Second verse, that's what we're doing, right?
She's every man's dream. She's God's gift to earth. The women love them too. That's why she calls a woman's word.
That's crazy.
She's all the strippers because they show me love. See, I don't sing, but I'm trying.
Yo, what's the next part of it? That's not the rap.
Hold on.
Girl, she be the hardest. Like the way she break it down. I see you, girl. She spinning wide, and she looking at me right in my eye.
Yeah, she got my attention. Yeah. I like to mention. Yeah. I need to get her over to my crib and do the night thing. Cause I'm in love with a stripper.
She rollin'.
Yeah.
She climbing that pole.
I'm in love with a stripper.
She poppin', she playin'.
I ain't going nowhere, girl, I'm staying. I'm in love with a stripper.
She rollin'.
Yeah.
She climbing that pole.
I'm in love with a stripper.
She trippin', she playin'. I ain't going nowhere, girl, I'm staying.
I'm in love with a stripper. She can pop it, she can lock it. Teddy pin her ass down by the sea.
Sexy
girl,
she in my bed.
She don't know what she's doing to my head. Yeah, she's turning tricks on me.
Yeah.
She don't even know me.
Yeah.
But I get her to the crib and do the night thing. Cause I'm in love with a stripper.
She poppin', she rollin'.
Yeah.
She climbing that pole.
I'm in love with a stripper.
She trippin', she playin'.
I ain't going nowhere, girl, I'm staying.
I'm in love with the stripper.
Yeah. She climbing that pole and I'm in love with a stripper.
She poppin', she playin'. I ain't going nowhere, girl, I'm
Keep running.
staying.
I'm in love with a stripper. Yeah. She poppin' that pole. I'm in love with a stripper.
She trippin', she playin'. I ain't going nowhere, girl, I'm staying.
Yeah.
In love with the
True Zo, top dog, flippin' dope, Papa John's rolling up at the pond. Then I seen this sexy swan, she a lover, I'm a fighter. We deadly like some vipers in the night. We stand tall and ignite like some lighters. Big dick energy when I make my entrance. Wild child, glitter bomb, I'm about to leave an imprint. Sparkle in my flow and I'm shining in my presence. I was made for this life, no need for acceptance. Every step we take, yeah, we leave a fucking mark. Two souls intertwined, dancing in the dark. She's the melody to my rhymes, the beat to my heart. In this crazy fucking world, we make our own art. She strip and she pop and she roll, yeah.
She come in that pole and
I'm in love with a stripper.
She trip and she play and she play. And
I ain't going nowhere, girl, I'm staying. I'm in love with a stripper.
She pop and she roll and she roll.
Yeah.
She come in that pole and
I'm in love with a stripper.
She trip and she play and she play.
I ain't going nowhere, girl, I'm staying.
I'm in love with a stripper.
Yeah.
I just asked this guy to spit the nastiest lyrics he had, and he says, "You mean female-wise?" Just speak him, okay?
Yeah.
Speak him, yeah. Yeah. I mean female-wise.
Gotcha, let's go. Dude. I dare. Ready. Booty big as North Star. All the wise men gonna follow. Don't care if you black or white. Just wanna see you wobble. Distort like it's Jericho. I fill it up like Matt Texaco. When she get an epiphany, when she riding, I get an epiphany. That's the message in a bottle. Now she going for a throttle, twerking that ass on auto. She bringing her friends to getting sexual. Shit, I'm strapped up like I'm Rambo. I said, my dick longer than the stilettos. Her thighs on my headphone. Before I know, I change the tempo. Paint on her face like I'm fucking Picasso. She's not even Spanish, but I'll make her call me Papi. Fuck going to the deli. Hey, we fucking in the lobby. We fucking in the lobby. Calling me Papi. She all on my stick like she playing hockey. So I knock her. Now she call me Rocky. Even though I'm Haitian, ayy, I be smoking on Jamaican. And that chick, shit, I think she's Caucasian. But I was a little Asian. Probably from the weed we blazing. Ayy. Tell her to roll something. So we about to smoke something. But all my bitches come first, no matter what the race is. I said, all my bitches come first, no matter what the race is.
Female-wise.
Thank y'all. Enjoy yourself. Stay hydrated.
Shit, yeah, fucking right. Keep it going for Sin and Tayso, kid. Hell yeah. And we're gonna keep rocking here. I think we got Damon up next. So please welcome David. Yeah.
Hey everybody. I've had a lot of kratom tonight, so we're gonna do it. We're gonna make it work. Alrighty. So I just got a poem and a song for you tonight. The poem was actually sent to me just a few hours ago, and it really struck a chord and was relevant to the song I have. Here we go. All right, this is a poem by Mary Oliver called Wild Geese. You do not have to be good. You do not have to walk on your knees for 100 miles through the desert, repenting. You only have to let the soft animal of your body love what it loves. Tell me about despair, yours, and I will tell you mine. Meanwhile, the world goes on. Meanwhile, the sun and the clear pebbles of the rain are moving across the landscapes, over the prairies and the deep trees, the mountains and the rivers. Meanwhile, the wild geese, high in the clean blue air, are heading home again. Whoever you are, no matter how lonely, the world offers itself to your imagination, calls to you like the wild geese, harsh and exciting, over and over announcing your place in the family of things. All right, and I wrote this song a couple days ago. I don't have a title for it, but yeah, this is what I've been feeling and going through for the past, God knows how long. I'm so tired of being alone and sitting here by myself. I think that having someone around would be better for my health. It's been 2 years of loneliness, except when I'm with my friends. I'm 28 and feeling like my love is all but spent. I wish I wanted kids and you would like to settle down. But kids just ain't for me, and you're my age, so ramble round. I know you'll find the love one day, and I hope that I do too. For now, let's just be co-workers and go back to separate rooms. I've met some girls who've been real nice, but they're always passing through. The city seems to keep the ones that I can't relate to. I'd love to have a coffee or some Kava at the bar, but I'll just spill my coffee and get kratom drunk and sing. Thanks. Thank you very much. Clear?
Who's that riding? Hey, who's that riding? 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 Who's that riding? Tell me who's that riding?
Couldn't find the mic for a second. Thank you one more time to David. Appreciate you, David. Thanks for coming through. We just got a few more acts tonight, so stick around. Drink some Kava. Up next, we got Joe Shelton back in the house. Where's Joe? Oh, right there. Awesome. Give it up for Joe.
I'm uplifting this. Maybe I am. AV equipment, leave it to the pros. Leave it to the pros, folks. A couple of the old silly songs for you this evening. If my breathing is okay, I had a little back and forth with somebody at work. It's all right. I'll leave that energy there. All right. Well, let's do the dirty one first. Major Winston came back from the great one, you see, with an ouchie on the flagpole from a bayonet injury. Though his Union Jack flaps about at half-staff these days, he performs his marital duties in other clever ways. His desire for such trifles is sadly years gone. He calmly advances and bravely carries on. She leans back on the divan. The major engages his best battle plan. He nibbles a bit on an earlobe and her spirits start to lift. Her nails dig into the cushions and the fabric kinda rips. He gives her passionate fishy kisses on the nether lips. Her foot kicks the Victorola and the record kinda skips, kinda skips, kinda skips. Lord Flashheart did battle with the Baron over France. His sop wit was soaring with Ariel Bonchance.
hit the silk of his parachute and French lingerie, then skulked back to the island for a sad wedding day. Now exhausted from philandry, can't achieve full altitude, so he does what he must when the missus takes a mood. She leans back on the divan, Lord Flashheart encloses her in his wingspan. He nibbles a bit on her earlobe and spirits start to lift. Her nails dig into the cushions and the fabric kind of rips. He gives her passionate, official kisses on the nether lips. Her foot kicks the Victorola and the record kind of skips, kind of skips, kind of skips. Captain Whitney manned a warship in the war to end them all. His first mate was handy and handsome and tall. With a stiff upper lip he made land and was wed. The arrangement was unpleasant and at times he wished her dead. Now depleted and deflated by his marital malady, attends his obligations while his thoughts drift out to sea. She leans back on the divan. The captain accommodates her distasteful demands. He nibbles a bit on her earlobe and spirits start to lift. Her nails dig into the cushions and the fabric kind of rips. He gives her passionate, official kisses on the nether lips. Her foot kicks the Victorola and the record kind of skips. Kind of skips, kind of skips, nether lips, nether lips, nether lips. Thank you. Human friendship. Sally and me went for a walk downtown. Went in every little shop and had a little look around. I can't help being silly with her, doesn't seem to mind. She's easy on the eyes and really smart and very kind. What care I, fiddle-dee-dee? I love Sally, maybe she loves me. The parking garage had an echo, so I sang a song about a cowboy calling cattle in the rain. When I'm without a smile, it's like physical pain. So I tickle her with laughter like the bubbles in champagne. What care I, fiddle-dee-dee? I love Sally, maybe she loves me. Wow. We take a look at a poetry book, oh, and share a pastry as well. Wow, she shops for dresses and I for shirts. I spin like a carousel. Every time I make a giggle, my hopes get feathery. I'm so taken with her, wish she took me seriously. Am I reading in too much? I'm prone to misconstrue. With a magic incantation, I will try to make it true. What care I, fiddle-dee-dee? I love Sally, maybe she loves me. What care I, fiddle-dee-dee? I love Sally and just maybe, she loves me. Thank you, Kava Bar.
That's Joe Shelton, y'all. Thanks so much, Joe. Let's see. Do we have Tyler? Tyler Tyler Crawford right here, y'all. Let's make some noise for Tyler. Give it up.
Hey guys. Let's see. How's everybody doing tonight? Alright, I'm gonna do a feedback. I'm gonna do a handful of poems. Start with a super short one. Let us climb the highest mountain, and rather than slaying the demon who dwells within, we will invite him to tea and good conversation. His defeat will instead be manifest in the mastery of carnal impulses and be played out in a friendly game of checkers. Like I said, super short one. Okay, this one is also untitled. And don't go singing that my words are whitewashed like dishes left over from a night lost, images of imaginings that furnish all the rooms once filled with peaceful dreams, lovely pictures covered lavishly in liquids tinged with smells of licorice you'd expect is caused by the liquor, but the inception comes from further in, least deadly of the seven sins, binges poison as it settles in. Misfortunes are our brethren, take the cake you're given in the best and even worst of times. There's no divide, you blur the lines, just lions lying in wait to devour fates and loves and hates, never leaving room, so you purge but must consume them, cover up with dragon's oils and overpriced perfumes, like I don't know just what the sound of running water means. Vibrations shatter all my nightmares born from dreams as you pour your self-respect like a basilisk down the pipes of the latrines. This one's locked. Okay, this one's called And Then I Realized. And then I realized the words weren't coming because there were no sounds or scribbles on a page that can accurately divulge the secrets that you left inside the deepest parts of me. Instead, it's in every movement made, the twitching of the fibers of my muscles, the rotating bearings of my bones, every tiny interconnected thought, the billowing of air as it flows in and out of my lungs, each sensation of hydrogen, oxygen, and other trace molecules that dance across my epidermis layer, each electromagnetic pulse sending signals down the pathways of my spinal cord, pushes and pulls of blood cells vibrating in my veins, fractals of light refracting off nearby objects, creating shadows of themselves that burn onto my retinas, smoldering there, burning like the beyond white embers, plasma pouring through the places I cannot touch but know are there. I know them like I know the sun will be there to greet me in the morning, and that the waxing, waning moon will always become a shadow, like I know the smell in the sky before and after the rainfall, transcending experience and nothing and something all at once. That's where you are and are not. That's who you are and what you would mean if meaning weren't too tedious and fragile to hold on to you without breaking. Instead, you are entangled in every aspect of this existence, intertwined, interspersed, embedded, superimposed. There cannot be one without the other. Thank you. I'm just getting into social media. You can find me on Instagram at wondering_magi. Thank you.
Yeah, keep it going. Oh, yeah. Thank you so much, Tyler. Awesome stuff. We got another awesome poet in the house tonight. Please welcome our dear friend Kevin Evans. Give it up, y'all.
Hola. Cheers. Okay, so I'm going to read a new poem that I kind of just finished last night. And I read it earlier today at the Juneteenth celebration. So I guess this is one of my official Juneteenth poems. I just visited my brother on the coast of Virginia in Suffolk this past weekend, Father's Day weekend, and it was awesome. And I got cleansed because I've been grieving real hard for a loss that you never prepare for. So, yeah. Anyway, just be prepared for a journey. This is called So Old, Suffolk, Sulk, Soak. I needed to be cleansed. Mama said I was too manic, plagued with unusual, untimely grief, ghost. Gated, gifted, ungrounded, unfounded, dumbfounded, Atlantic surrounded by gems torn from genie dreams. Pyramids in the pineal, pineapple upside down, sky cranking engine steam, river boated and steeped, failed temporarily. Granite sandwich, lavishly lounging, whispering at the whimsical widow and widower picnic basket casket. Rotary payphones that don't take no credit. And Nat Turner's favorite plantation mansion is ashes, as he too is, as he set it. Regretless with message not missing, original American cowboy dressed in black sheepskin. Green, red, yellow, white, and blue on cypress knee planted brown ridged rice for breakfast, and other times grits for supper with filleted catfish. Settling in off the swinging hammock, smoky sea silently. Fenced and fencing with wincing, wishing amens were a prayer there, baby, blue cream, baby. Lonely, holy, starry, boldly, coldly, harmony blocking my shot, our shot. So I needed to catch the ancestors by the wings in tree swings. The ancestors. Dances of vintage wind rained lightly sideways. It would make me better to be approximate and adjacent to brethren that are not yet breathless, but still wholeheartedly tested for reckless divisions and dimensions. Visit the family doctor of remedy, magnolia flower and tree tea, shedding, sharing, and shaping, tearing my vessel into missile of the morning, dawn's morning of the darkness sipping. Spotted scissor-tailed giraffe, dragonfly thing in the distance. It's been too long. I needed it. Grabbed the seeds to terroir, the terror, with Tyrannosaurus thesaurus cold-languaged hatchets and stormed songs. Laid the ground as mattress. You know, there's something in the air, something in the water, something in the genes, summer suns, daily daisy driving daughters crazy. Fresh hot pockets on our cool jeans. Watches as compasses, carrying gems for crowning. The umbilical cord never completely detached. Although you hatched your hate for to make our favorite plate. Humble pie tie-dyed and chocolate barbaric hip-hopped, bittersweet better, hot butterscotch shop, middle finger waves, shot clock blocked by your name. Still unwavering and unraveling to little or nothing usually. Ribbon in the sky high, hurricane, air balloon, garden tomb, collecting acres and dews through sky roof, soul booth. Ungloried and discredited and hype man whole for their lessons and weapons. Paying priceless tidings for chocolate dipped golden king cake. Trumpet flower, phoenix flicked, black flame the queen is likened to in fragrance and shape. Bronze tribal warrior, whole dead, in dread head locked, rusted iron snake and got paid a Haitian. Popped soda bottle, fountain, lost lunch counter, symphony locked the dead, stenciled and stenched in safe. Trailing behind, lost abandoned dollars and cents of nations badly lamed and aimed at greedy gain and games. mountain hollered, left red-handed with Irish cousin who helped plant it. That one good thing about music, Caribbean island twisted Jamaican accent beverage. Channel and conjure the angelic bruised muses. Invisible tail all the way to the grave. Dragging on fist-fired chain. Most folks won't tell the tale, for they have no way to be placed outside of their place. Never forget your father, your mother, sister, brother. Do you remember? Do you remember? Stomping the grief out with your brother, not stomping your brother out with your grief. Virginia seems more African than any other American setting to me, really. Ancestor altar near kitchen table, and anyone is martyr when they dare to believe potentially. Golden Triangle, Tom Biggie River, William, Tennessee, Tupelo, Honey, Voodoo Child, Mason Jar, Mountain Honeydew, Swamp Thing. Oh, heavens, Evans, me, Martha, Granny, Daddy's mama, mommy. I used to sit and watch her wash her chakras with humming a cappella instrumental from her spirit's favorite morning dew. Unseen harmonica spitting riches and rounds naturally, automatically from where the tobacco leaf rawly oddly chew. And blacksmith peekaboo, midnight northern light, horseshoes. But remember, on Sundays, no blues. Look up, you Carolina sky, sunshine, blue, black eye, hearing the trails dusted off by the middle passage. Not just some rando Susie Q and kicking the bobo, the fool at the starving Rob barbecue table, black girls and black guys and deadbeat dudes. I humble myself. I bow, kiss the ground, hug the oak tree. The robin keeps spying. The dogwood protect the garden and the swing. Middle passage open in my vessel, visceral chest cavity. Magic beams beating on our novel and ancient grief, older than ancient Greece. Remember this in your Suburbans and caddies. Remember this when they ask, why Juneteenth? For you need not Texas rodeo clown car pull over question anything. Why Juneteenth? Where did I need to go and why did I need to go to Suffolk, soak my old soul, young-hearted aquarium feet? How long would it take for us to know that we were already free, even before sparring sparrow wings, before coke, crack, opium, fentanyl, and heroin down spiraling crisis, before math and science was stolen, before anybody said you owed them, before anybody said you broken. Well, without cracks and translucence, Jim, how you expect to really get the light in when you're hiding? Tree limbs and tree leaf turned over newly, uniquely for silence and weapons of mass loving. That's all I got. Thank y'all. Happy Juneteenth, by the way.
Kevin Evans, y'all. Heavens, Kevins. Thank you so much, Kevin. Yes. Incredible. Y'all, please stick around. We just got a few performers left on the list. Still plenty of time to get them drinks in there. Always time to tip your barkeeps. Seriously, always time. If we're closed, just slide it under the door. We appreciate it. Thank you. Up next, we have Mark Hudson in the house. The Mark Hudson, give it up.
What's up, y'all? Peace and love. Hey, Eric, will you crank up that echo and reverb, please? Cheers.
Nibbles a bit, 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 nibbles a bit.
Nibbles a bit.
Nibbles, nibbles, nibbles a bit. Oh, call me not to justify the wrong that thy unkindness lays upon my heart. Wound me not with thine eye, but with thy tongue. Use power with power, and slay me not by art. Tell me thou lovest elsewhere, but in my sight. Dear heart, forbear to glance thine eye aside. What needest thou wound with cunning when thy might is more than my o'er-pressed defense can bide? Let me excuse thee. Ah, my love well knows her pretty looks have been mine enemies, and therefore from my face she turns my foes, that they elsewhere might dart their injuries. Yet do not so. But since I am near slain, kill me outright with looks and rid my pain. All right, y'all, that's all the time I'm going to do tonight. Thanks for listening and sticking around. My name is Mark Hudson. Give it up for your bartenders, Caleb Beissert and Eric. Y'all have a good night.
Living legend. Thank you, Mark. Let's see. Getting towards the end here. Tom Sheev in the house. Do this thing. Alright. Sheev, stay up here. Go ahead and put it together for Tom Sheev.
Hi, my name's Tom Sheev. This is a love song. You tie a string around our arms to remind ourselves to fix up on the sidewalk. I curse 'cause I can't find your good vein in the dark. You ditch our bloody rig in someone's yard. I took your old spot in the corner of the gravel parking lot. I moved the rest of your shit over by the dumpster. Sorry, but you took off. The rats got your sweets. The cops grabbed your bag. Yeah, and we already cooked up everything else you ever had. You appeared to me in a dream with open arms. I heard Alyssa let you move into her broke down car. I found your body in the park. Everything's the same everywhere you are. I pulled down your pants to shoot Narcan into your ass. Not a good color at all in your dead dick and balls. You once said you came for the Fetty, but you stayed for the trank. Now no more dealing from the bottom of our tarot deck. I howled like a werewolf under the moon, getting high and getting fucked by strangers on a roof. Felt like a dream when they stayed inside of me. It wasn't that great, but I was missing you. My soul is a river that's run dry. You could crawl across to the other side. When I fall off the wagon, I try again to get more fucked up than I've ever been. When I fall off the wagon, try again to get more fucked up than you've ever been. I got your old spot in Alyssa's broke down car. Everywhere I go, there you are. Thanks, y'all. This next song was written by Big Banjo McAllister in 1939. It's a Halloween song. It's called What's Growing in the Graveyard? A nest of queens? A hive of kings? A swarm of gods? There's something in there that's wiggling and it looks just like you or me. Are we just compost for the seeds? What's growing in the graveyard? Who's burning down the forest? What's this thing standing in the field before me, summoning me? I can't leave. Why's our flooded city boiling? Where are all the animals going? What's growing in the graveyard? Who's turning off the power? What's clawing and scratching at our doors? Why are we marching to their orders? Why are we following their stars? Why are they making us call them Lord? Lord, what's growing in the graveyard? The feeling is so ominous. What if the hunch we get deep down in our guts is the only thing left that's really us? Scratch a picture on some cave wall so they won't forget us all. What's growing in the graveyard? Who's farming in a graveyard? Who knew how high high the grass could grow. There was no one here to cut it. Who knew how clean the air could be? There was no one around to breathe it. Who knew how hot the waters got? There was no one left to drink it. Who baits the hook high above the waves, but low enough for us to take it? What's growing in the graveyard? Who's farming in the graveyard? Who's turning mountains into valleys, glass back into sand, in nighttime and today, while the songbirds now screaming about the dead ancestors will soon be meeting. Slow down, sleepwalker, I'm going with the program. What's growing in the graveyard? Why are we swimming out to sea? What's happening? What's inside of me? What's scratching me? What's hatching inside of me? What's stretching out inside my skin? Looking through my eyes. What's growing in the graveyard? Happy Halloween, y'all. I'm Tom Sheaf. Thank you.
That's Tom Sheaf, y'all. Thank you so much, Tom. All right. I'm going to close it out with some poetry, but first, we're going to get Savvy Rain up here. So, please make a whole bunch of noise for Savvy!
Yes. First of all, I want to shout out Sincere. I think this is our last mic working together, but that's my brother, and I love him so much forever, and God bless y'all on your journey, for real. Blessings. Also, summer solstice is on Friday, so it's good to know. I'm going to do a summer song. I don't practice Santeria. I ain't got no crystal ball. I had $1 million, but I'd spend it all if I could find that honey in that Sancho that she's found. I'd pop a cap in Sancho and I'd slap her down. And I really wanna know, my baby, what I really wanna say, I can't define. Well, it's love that I need. Oh, my soul left to wait till I get back to find the honey of my own. Daddy's gonna love, wanna know. I feel the break, feel the break, feel the break, and I gotta live it all. Oh, I swear that I really wanna know, my baby, what I really wanna say, I can't define. Your love, make it go. My soul left to wait, and I really wanna say is I've got mine, and I'll make it. Yes, I'm coming. Oh, Tell Sanchito that if he knows what is good for him, he best go run and hide. Daddy's got a new 45, and I won't think twice to stick that bell straight down Sancho's throat. Believe me when I say that I got something for his punk ass. What I really wanna know, my baby, what I really wanna say is I've got my way back and I'll make it, oh, somewhere that I must be. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Thank you. Mwah.
Sabi, y'all. Thanks so much for that, Sabi.
Who's that line? Hey, who's that line?
Definitely.
Who's that line? Hey, who's that line?
Yeah, definitely. Much love to Sin. Love you so much, man. I know him. Take off your socks. Yeah. I also want to shout out our sound guy, Eric, tonight on his first open mic with us. Killing it. Thank you so much, Eric. All right. I'll leave y'all with just a couple poems. Thanks for hanging out tonight for Poetry Open Mic Asheville. Asheville's longest running and voted best open mic, thanks to your support. This one goes out to Sin and all my Kava people. This is called Squeezing Kava. I twist the mesh bags until juice runs down my tensed forearm, streaking my skin like landscape, dripping off the map of elbow. There's no way to master this art. Only by strength and time do we see the libations of our labors. Only by wringing strainer bags, those dark pillows of powdered root, do we begin to think of who we are, our mercies, recreations. This drink seems very bitter to be from the sunny volcanic soil of South Pacific Island winds and rain. Yet I continue to press into the bitter root of l'ennui, root of mellow lamplit evenings, root of quiet conversation among darkened cypress, among the sociopaths and former drunks, among the time-killing kids, among street chemists and street philosophers, among poets and musicians, in a bar on some off-world moon. I squeeze the kava for all of them. Noble plant with heart-shaped leaves. Lava-sprung root for high intention, this place of peace for armchair meditation. So many passers-by stop in the doorway and look in, while others stare into the muddy finds in the bottom of the cup. I squeeze the kava for all of them. I squeeze and knead the damp sawdust pulp, the root chip tendrils, capillary laterals, yellow-green froth of lactones, swirl black sand bubbles into stainless steel basins, plastic tubs, ceremonial bowls. I strangle the velvet clay, pour water, pressing into the pillows the essence of healing earth, the chalk smell of the brew as I twist the olden roots. In the poetry of Federico Garcia Lorca, roots are a metaphor for belonging. As cedar roots search the rock face of a mountain for the little crevices where soil gathers. Maybe if we work our roots hard enough, we will reveal the essential ingredient to share with the world in little shells of coconuts. Kava. And I'll leave you with some Remy of the Parks. A grainy taste. Without a net, I catch a falcon and release it to the sky, hunting God. This wine I drink today was never held in a clay jar. This Kava was never held in a clay jar. I love this world. I love this world. Even as I hear the great wind of leaving it rising, for there's a grainy taste I prefer to every idea of heaven. Human friendship. Human friendship. Bully, y'all. Cheers, friends. Much love. Ah. Oh, that is a grainy taste. Cheers. Oh, yeah. Kava, as I say. Hey, thanks so much, y'all. Appreciate you coming to open mic tonight. Thank you so much to all the performers, our wonderful audience, the whole staff here at the bar. I've been your host, Caleb Beissert. Our audio engineer is Eric Severance. Thanks to Sin and Savvy for holding it down tonight. Much love, all love, everyone. And we're dealing.